All right, guys, we've got another weekend, so I'm going to head out. I'm going back to the same site where I got the gold ring and the staff button. I think this is kind of what came out of that site. Not a pile of stuff, but there's some good indicators in there. You notice the gold ring is gone because after cleaning it up, my wife decided she liked it and it fit her. So she's wearing that from time to time. But I'm going to head back out there, see if I can't get across something, see if there's any more goodies in that little home site. Okay, back on site. You can see back here behind me this ridge. Right in here, I think, is where that house site is. I'll hike back in there, but I'm just going to kind of float through here. I'm pretty close to a road, and I believe this was an old road. So I'll float through here, see if I get any indicators, maybe get a random drop or something. But then I'll work my way back up and get in that house site and see if we can't pop something out of there. All right, I'm just continuing to float around up here by the road, and this interesting round piece popped out, so kind of got a little excited. It looks kind of big. It doesn't look silver, but it could be a big dandy button. Hit high, like up 88, so see if we can get something off that, see what it is. It's got a hole in it. It's holed, so maybe just a cow tag or something like that. That's a bummer. I thought that was going to be good. Some sort of tag. There might be a number on it or something. So I'll rub on that, see if there's anything on it. But man, that sounded good. So anyway, I'll just continue to float around in here. See if I can't get something else. So this plant, obviously it draws me in. Here's that house site. You can see the daffodils over there. This here came in right in the cluster of them. I got a good signal. Pop this out, nothing too exciting, but it is a hem weight, and it's a big old crude one. Lead, I don't know if that was made that way or someone made it. It looked, at first I thought it might be a big bullet poker chip or something, but nice big lead hem weight. So I'm going to slow down in here, start poking around. I've been finding a few shotgun shells, a few other doodads, but so obviously giving me a hint that someone's living here, so I'll keep going. Looks like something interesting may have popped out here. See it right there? Could be a little buckle, I'm guessing. Yes. Little buckle there. Still's got the iron centerpiece in there, which will probably fall out as it starts to dry out. But yeah, that's kind of a cool shape, cool design on there. Might be some design on that around there. So looks pretty old. You can see kind of the green coming through underneath it. That should clean up pretty good. Continue to dig typical house site stuff. This big nail just came out of that hole right there. Checked it again, and that little target's in there. And that's one of those little suspender clips. Typical house site find. So very cool. Nothing fantastic out of here yet, but I keep poking around, keep digging holes. All right, had a Screamer 92 signal just down the slope from that house site. 92, and that's right on the edge of the hole. And oh, look at that. It's a bezel. It looks like a little watch bezel. Dude, that could be silver too. That could be silver. Still got the winder on the top. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Get a brush on this, see if that is silver. If that's silver all the way around, that would be awesome. Yeah, that one would be hard to wipe on. That could be complete sterling silver. I think that's going to clean up killer. The way that hit, 92, I'm guessing that's not silver plated. I'm guessing that could be, in the way it's wiping off, I think that's just going to be sterling silver. I'm going to get a brush on this. I'll come back in a minute. All right, look at the bling. The homeowner of this site had himself a nice, small, probably a little watch, a pocket watch, I'm guessing. But yeah, that's silver. That's pretty cool right there. I'll shine that up. It'll look good. It's pretty common to dig harmonica reeds, but every now and then you get digging near the whole thing. So yeah, pretty much it has the cover on that side. You can see it. There's just the reeds on that side. But someone's sitting in here playing some music, having a good time. Okay, again, pretty close to the house site, on the back side of it now. This square, silver looking thing come out of the ground. Don't know if that could be a cufflink or just a, don't know, but definitely got a design on it. I don't think it's, might just be plated. Look like that clamped onto some leather or something, maybe a tip of a belt or something, I don't know. But I'll clean that up. That's kind of a cool little find. Yeah, we also often find just a back plate or a gear. In this case, I think I got 3 or 4 of the gears, the back plate, so that's the internals of a clock. So this old house site keeps giving up some interesting things. Nothing epic, but cool all the same. A pretty interesting piece of brass. If you look at this, you can see that was attached to some iron right there. This iron looped around, so it was attached like that. Almost looks like some sort of spur, but I know that's probably a stretch. But yeah, I don't know. That's an interesting piece of brass, though. If anybody knows what that is, make a comment. I'll research it when I get home. But interesting. All right, try something a little different here. I got a nice 83, 84 right there. Rather than you see it already out of the hole, let's see if I can't dig a hole one-handed. See if we can't pop something out of here. It's still in there. I'll try to dig this with a lash. Still a few inches down there, which is good. A little deeper. Give us a chance at something decent. Of course, I'm getting some roots in the way. Right in there. Typically 83 is too high for a bullet. But the fact that it's a little deeper is encouraging. There it is right there. There it is right there. Let's go in and see what we got. There. That might be another lady's dress buckle. That thing was fairly deep. It's going to have a design on it. Yeah, I think that's going to be a lady's dress buckle. Wasn't a total waste of 2 minutes. So, yeah, it's going to have that little lace design on it. So, pretty cool. I'll get it cleaned up and get a better picture of that. This just may be horse tack, but I pried my shovel out and this brass buckle came up with it. It was a screamer signal. And that big old brass, yeah, I don't know if that's probably horse tack of some sort. But look at that. That is a nice brass buckle. That thing screamed at me. Very cool. Some interesting things keep popping out of the ground here. This thing, I just saw it laying there. Again, that looks silver. I don't know exactly what that is, but it's a handle to something, maybe a fancy spoon or maybe a little brush or something. But look at that. That's silver for sure. Now, that's not very heavy silver, but that's definitely fancy homeowner stuff right there. Yeah, I'm going to say maybe a little brush or something. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Pretty cool. Sounded good. All right, what do we have here? This hit like an 82. Just a piece of lead, just a big lead washer. Might have been a hem weight, I don't know. Got a, looks like a deep piece of brass, so you can see I'm down probably 10, 11 inches. That looks like another little buckle, more than likely. Yeah, here it comes out right now. Yep, another brass buckle. That thing was down there pretty deep. So, still some goodies in here. I'm gonna shoot a little video just in case. I'm down about 6 inches. This sounded like possibly a deep bullet. So I've got it scraped out all the way to the bottom. And it's right there, so it should pop out in 1 or 2 less pops here. See if we get something good out of here. Oh, there it is. Oh, that's a lot bigger than I thought it was. I thought it might be a bullet. It looks like some brass. It's actually some pretty heavy duty brass. What the heck is that? Almost looks like a horse comb or something. Wasn't expecting that, but that's interesting. I've never seen them made out of brass like that. I mean, this thick of brass, that's heavy duty. So, you never know what you're going to find. Well, it's been an interesting day for sterling silver. I don't know what this is. It was a cap of something, but you can see right on the top there. Sterling GMF, whatever that means. But more silver coming out of the ground. Well, hey, there you go. That is the first bullet of the day. And it's smashed. Not very good shape, but got me a bullet. Right on. Finally found a gun. I found one on a previous video, but this one's pretty badass too. I just Just got to put on a little pump stock, and I'm ready to go. That thing, probably get it to work again. Got a pretty loud signal. Check the leaves back, and I could see it just laying on the ground. I don't know exactly what it is, but it definitely looks like it was cut to be that way. I don't know if that was why it was cut like that, the purpose of it. It looks like it might have a little spot on the top here to hang on a chain. So I don't know, interesting. I'll clean that up, see if it's got any design on it or anything. But pretty cool, and just laying on top of the ground. I started to clean on this a little bit, and there's a design on one side here. So right in the middle you can kind of see a diamond. Then at the bottom you can't see it, but it's gonna, after I clean it, there's some writing at the bottom. So this could be a Masons or a Fraternal Brothers type thing, I don't know. But yeah, you can kind of see the design in there. So I'm interested to see what this turns out to be. I like it. All right, everybody, just a little wrap up, kind of an interesting little hunt. You see my counters getting filled up with stuff from previous hunts, but this hunt was interesting in that little home site, second trip back there. It's kind of a buckle kind of day. I got over horse tack, little strap buckles, little suspender buckle, a little Tommy gun. I cleaned it up. It's kind of cool, made in England. I don't know if that was like a little cap gun or something, but I'll pull up a picture off the internet for comparison. And then that little tag, 166. Don't know if that was a cow tag or something. Got over some unique things. I think these things here are powder flask powder measures, I'm thinking. I'll have to research that a little bit. We found some of those in California as well. Got over a few other doodads. Now this heavy duty brass comb, I don't know if that was for a horse or if that was possibly just a hair comb, I'm not sure. And plenty of harmonica reed stuff. Still don't know what that is. Have to research that. Clock parts. The whole harmonica. There was more to it when I found it, but it dried out and it's falling apart. But did get one bullet. I think that's an interesting little piece. Might be a belt tip or something. This piece turned out to be really cool. I really like it. UCV, Louisville, Kentucky. June 14 through 16, 1905. UCV is United Confederate Veterans. So this is a reunion they had in Louisville, Kentucky in 1905. There's a variety of these. This would have been connected to a pin and it would have hung on their coat or whatever. So I really like that. That cleaned up pretty cool. One of the cooler things that come out of there. Even though it's not Civil War period, it's Civil War related. So I really like that. And then interesting, I got over some silver today. This piece cleaned up nice. Don't know if that's like a brush handle or something, a mirror handle, who knows. Could have been a little mirror attached to the top of that. This silver bezel, probably for a little pocket watch. You see the winder up on top here, but that's all sterling. Then this was all flattened out. I straightened it a little bit, played around with it, but it's got some pretty good creases in it. But that's sterling as well. So interesting little hunt, and good little house site. It's worth another trip back. There's not a pile of stuff in there, but I'll definitely go back and just keep adding to the collection that is growing on my counter. And then at some point maybe do a season wrap up and kind of show you everything I got for the year. But overall, fun little site, worth one more trip back, and that's it. Hope you enjoyed.